Welcome to Streaming News Network, where we deliver balanced reporting with the facts that matter. The Evening Edition by J. Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan has formally referred former Special Counsel Jack Smith to the United States Department of Justice for possible criminal prosecution, alleging Smith made false statements while testifying before Congress. Jordan's letter asks the Department of Justice to determine whether Smith violated federal laws governing false statements. The referral follows the release of records that Republicans say conflict with Smith's previous testimony regarding his office's access to communications involving members of Congress during investigations connected to President Donald Trump. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley has also stated that Department of Justice records indicate investigators reviewed text messages involving 44 members of Congress. Republicans contend some of those communications may have been reviewed before undergoing the standard screening process intended to protect privileged information. Representative Jamie Raskin, the ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, rejected the allegations, calling the referral a distortion of the facts and arguing that Smith accurately answered the questions presented during his congressional testimony. A congressional criminal referral does not automatically result in criminal charges. Instead, it requests that the Department of Justice determine whether further investigation or prosecution is warranted. At this time, the Department of Justice has not announced whether it will open an investigation, and Jack Smith has continued to maintain that his work as special counsel complied with the law. This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Former Fox News senior meteorologist Janice Dean is speaking out following her departure from the network after 22 years, saying she now feels free to discuss experiences from her time there. In a series of posts on the social media platform X, Dean responded to criticism from a viewer about seeing former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo appear on Fox. Dean replied that she was grateful she was no longer with the network and suggested she has many untold stories about her time there. Dean also claimed she was prohibited from discussing Cuomo after years of publicly criticizing his pandemic policies, which she has long blamed for contributing to the deaths of her in-laws. She said she was not allowed to share an article written by her husband about those policies and described feeling betrayed by the decision. In another post, Dean alleged that late radio personality Don Imus once kept a loaded firearm in his office and named the bullets after staff members. That claim has not been independently verified, and Fox News has not publicly responded to Dean's comments. During her farewell broadcast in July, Dean said living with multiple sclerosis made the early morning schedule increasingly difficult and described leaving the network as an emotional transition after more than 2 decades on the air. Dean said the experience has been both a grieving process and an honor, thanking viewers and colleagues for their support throughout her career. This is J. Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Authorities in central Mexico are investigating the fatal shooting of Timoac Mayor Valentin Lavin, who was killed inside the town's government building after previously surviving an assassination attempt earlier this year. According to state officials, forensic investigators and police discovered the mayor's body inside the town hall on Wednesday. Authorities have launched an operation to identify and arrest those responsible for the attack. No suspects have been announced, and investigators have not yet disclosed a possible motive. Timoac is located in the state of Morelos, a region south of Mexico City where organized criminal groups have long been active. Lavin, who was affiliated with President Claudia Sheinbaum's political party, reportedly survived an armed attack in January before this latest incident. Violence against local elected officials remains a persistent problem across Mexico. Government figures show that nearly 100 mayors have been killed since 2006, when violence linked to organized crime intensified. Reports indicate that 14 mayors have been killed since the current federal administration took office in October of 2024. Despite the continuing attacks, President Sheinbaum has said the nation's homicide rate has declined significantly since late 2024, crediting her administration's security strategy. The investigation into Mayor Lavin's death remains ongoing. This is J. Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Media personality Megyn Kelly is generating headlines after commenting on a video showing former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton during a vacation on Italy's Amalfi Coast. During a recent episode of her podcast, Kelly reacted to footage of the former first couple walking through the coastal town, arguing that the distance between them suggested they were not close as a couple. She also criticized their appearance and questioned the nature of their longtime marriage, describing it as weird. Kelly's remarks included sarcastic observations about the couple's vacation and their body language, suggesting they appeared emotionally distant from one another. Neither Bill Clinton nor Hillary Clinton has publicly responded to Kelly's comments. The Clintons have remained married for nearly 5 decades and have continued to make occasional public appearances together since leaving the White House. While their relationship has frequently been the subject of public discussion and media speculation over the years, they have generally kept details of their personal life private. Kelly's comments have sparked renewed online debate, with supporters viewing her remarks as fair commentary on a public couple, while critics argue the observations amount to speculation about a private relationship based solely on limited video footage. This is J. Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Regular viewers of Good Morning America may have noticed that the program's familiar hosting trio has been absent in recent days. Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan have not appeared together on the morning program since mid-July. In their place, viewers have seen rotating hosts, including Rebecca Jarvis, Whit Johnson, and Rachel Scott. Robin Roberts is currently in South Africa, where she is serving as an executive producer on the upcoming Lifetime film Angel in the Rubble. The movie, based on the best-selling book about the miraculous rescue of the final survivor found after the September 11 attacks, stars Sherry Shepard and Dondre T. Whitfield. Roberts shared on social media that her wife, Amber Lane, joined her for the overseas production. Meanwhile, George Stephanopoulos appears to be enjoying personal time with his wife, actress Ollie Wentworth. Social media posts suggest the couple has been relaxing at their home in the Hamptons following a recent vacation in Greece. As for Michael Strahan, no official reason has been announced for his recent absence from the program. There has been no indication from the network that any of the 3 hosts are leaving the show, and their absences appear to be temporary. A return date for the full hosting team has not yet been announced. This is J. Claude McDaniel of Streaming News Network. A bear that drew widespread attention after becoming stranded on top of a utility pole in New Mexico has died before wildlife officials were able to rescue it. The incident began when a passing driver spotted the bear perched approximately 35 feet above the ground on a power pole near the community of Gladstone. The witness contacted emergency dispatchers, but officials determined that an immediate rescue was too dangerous. According to wildlife authorities, using a tranquilizer while the bear remained on the elevated structure could have caused the animal to fall, creating an even greater risk of serious injury or death. Before a safe rescue plan could be carried out, officials say the bear was electrocuted and died. Wildlife authorities also stated that members of the public continued stopping near the scene to photograph and record video of the animal while it remained on the pole. Officials noted that the ongoing activity around the site may have discouraged the bear from climbing down on its own. The incident has renewed discussion about how emergency responders handle unusual wildlife situations and the importance of giving rescue crews space to safely manage emergencies involving wild animals. This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A United States Secret Service agent assigned to Vice President J.D. Vance's protective detail has been placed on administrative leave as the agency investigates an alleged unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information. According to officials familiar with the matter, the employee is under review after being suspected of providing information for a news report that included details about the vice president's travel schedule and security operations. The investigation is being handled by the Secret Service's Internal Affairs Division. Authorities have not announced whether the review will result in disciplinary action, criminal charges, or no further action. The published report described concerns among some members of the vice president's security team regarding the demands of his travel schedule. It also included details about planned travel involving a Marine Corps helicopter flight with one of the vice president's children. Officials say those travel plans were later canceled. The publication of operational security details reportedly prompted concern among the Secret Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and White House officials because of the potential impact on protective operations. The news organization involved has not publicly commented on the matter. The investigation comes as the Trump administration has emphasized efforts to identify and address unauthorized disclosures of government information to the media. This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. New reports are renewing public speculation about the relationship between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, with unnamed sources claiming the couple has increasingly been leading separate lives. According to the reports, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been spending more time apart as they focus on different personal and professional priorities. The claims suggest their separate schedules now extend beyond work commitments, although neither Harry nor Meghan has publicly commented on the reports. The latest speculation follows earlier claims that Meghan encouraged Harry to increase his income as the couple continues pursuing independent business ventures. The reports also come after Harry lost a lengthy legal case involving privacy claims, resulting in significant legal expenses. In recent months, the couple has made several public appearances separately. Prince Harry recently traveled to the United Kingdom alone to mark the one-year countdown to the 2027 Invictus Games. Meghan has continued to focus on her business projects while largely remaining out of the public spotlight. The reports also claim that some acquaintances have observed Harry appearing more relaxed during solo engagements. However, those observations remain unverified, and no official statement has been issued by the couple or their representatives. As with many reports based on unnamed sources, the claims have not been independently confirmed. This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. An Arkansas police officer is being remembered for an extraordinary act of courage after losing his life while rescuing his fiancée just hours after proposing to her. Authorities say 24-year-old Rogers police officer Fred Marsh drowned Saturday in Missouri's Elk River near Noel after entering the water to help a swimmer in distress. Family members identified the swimmer as his fiancée, Haley, whom Marsh had asked to marry earlier that same day. According to investigators, Marsh and another off-duty Rogers police officer entered the river after Haley struggled against the current while attempting to return to a canoe. They were able to get her to safety, but Marsh became exhausted, disappeared beneath the water, and did not resurface. His body was recovered the following day. Marsh had recently graduated from the Arkansas Law Enforcement Training Academy and had only recently begun serving with the Rogers Police Department. His future mother-in-law described him as a compassionate man whose Christian faith guided his life and who never hesitated to help others. She said he gave his life doing exactly what he always did, putting someone else first. A law enforcement motorcade escorted Marsh's body through northwest Arkansas, where officers and community members gathered to pay their respects. Officer Fred Marsh is being remembered not only for his service but also for the selfless sacrifice that marked his final act.
Thank you for viewing Streaming News Network videos, and also short and special reports. Please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified of additional reports.